It's 1980, and the popularity for Space Invaders is at an all-time high. Atari, the gaming giant of the time, saw an opportunity. They sponsored the Space Invaders Championship, a massive tournament that drew over 10,000 players across the US. The grand prize? A brand new Atari 2600 console. Sounds simple, right? Maybe even lackluster that a sponsor would have the grand prize be one console? But this was actually groundbreaking. This wasn't just a tournament. It was the birth of esports sponsorships. Atari didn't just want to sell consoles. They wanted to create a culture around gaming. That little spark in 1980 lit the fuse for what would become a billion-dollar industry. Fast forward to today, and sponsorships are the backbone of esports. From Nike to Spotify, brands have poured millions into teams, tournaments, and players. As beneficial as sponsorships are, sometimes they create controversy. This brings us to 2023. When G2 Esports, one of the biggest names in Counter-Strike, announced a sponsorship deal with CSGO Roll, a site where your average 14-year-old gambling degenerate goes after berating the opposing team in matchmaking with racial slurs. A platform known for skin gambling, CSGO Roll offers players a variety of ways to become a skin billionaire. At first glance, the CSGO Roll and G2 announcement seemed like a standard partnership. Esport orgs need funding, and sponsors provide it. But this deal wasn't standard to what was seen before in Counter-Strike. It wasn't an apparel company, a peripheral partnership, or some cheesy food promo. This was a gambling partnership. The community quickly called out G2 for partnering with a gambling platform. Fans and creators were quick to show their disapproval. Many people saw this move as just another corporation putting cash before morals. Underage gambling, addiction, and a lack of regulation on these sites have been a talking point for many years within the CS community. But something that rubbed fans the wrong way was how this partnership was announced. At the center of the advertising campaign was birthday boy m0NESY. m0NESY is G2's prodigal child, and the chosen one. Well, before Donk. In an advert called We're All In, m0NESY is seen dripped out, walking around a casino with his fat-ass dealer. In the advertisement, you see slot machines, gambling tables, and it even ends with the young star rolling his dice at a craps table with the dealer asking him,
"What's your wager?"
Look, I respect the bag chasing, but m0NESY had literally just turned 18 the day before the partnership was announced. Maybe the org was looking for a return on investment on the $600,000 transfer fee that they paid to acquire m0NESY from Na'Vi, but this sponsorship immediately tanked their perception within the community. The backlash actually got so bad that 3 months after the partnership was announced, G2 tried to backpedal away from this sponsorship altogether. They took down partnership announcements from their social media, but their casino-style ad with m0NESY was made private on their YouTube. No, like literally, they scrubbed that shit off the web. But anyways, despite all that, the partnership didn't end until 8 months after removing CSGO Roll from their sponsor list in August of 2024. In their statement, CSGO Roll commemorated its time with G2 as partners and even stated, quote, "We have chosen to pour all of our efforts into continuing to provide a safe gaming environment for all." I mean, sure. Just target kids with skins and create the largest skin casino ever. I think that should help you fund whatever plans you have next. But okay, G2 took on a shitty sponsor, so what? What impact does this even have on Counter-Strike? Well, after the backlash, esport orgs became hyper aware of how risky these sponsorships could be. Once seen as easy money and a way to keep orgs afloat, the dynamic of signing a partnership had just changed. This controversy also accelerated a trend that we've already seen. Esport orgs partnering with more mainstream brands. Red Bull, Mercedes-Benz, Mountain Dew, Intel. All these brands bring in money and help esports look more legitimate and responsible. It's no longer about just maximizing profits or securing short-term gains. And the industry has a moral obligation to set clear standards for what is acceptable to advertise to them. The content and products promoted within the esports ecosystem can have a profound impact on this audience, shaping their values, behaviors, and perceptions. By setting high standards for advertising and content, the industry can foster trust and credibility, ensuring that esports remains a space where passion and competition are celebrated without compromising the values of its audience. In the end, the true success of esports won't be measured solely by revenue or its viewership numbers. It'll be measured by the impact it left on its community and its legacy.